Your thoughts on how Mike Penix threw the ball today and ran the offense?
Yeah, he did a really good job. You can see when we need to make throws down the field. He not just has the arm talent and explosiveness to throw it there, but great accuracy. And I think all the quarterbacks did a really good job of knowing situations today. 2-minute drill, second time we've done it, and we weren't in some very favorable positions at times, but we found ways to, move the sticks, make a play, put some pressure on the defense, and get some field goals to win it.
Coach, there at the end in the 2-minute drill, Mike had to make a play on 4th and 10, or I think it was 4th and 10, and then you guys scored, and then Peyton came back and had to make some throws. I mean, those are kind of the bullet live situation. How valuable are those reps for those guys, when you get on Saturdays?
They're huge, and what you're seeing receivers and quarterbacks gelling, like knowing based on where the defender's at, where the quarterback might try to throw the ball. When they're going down the field, when they should turn and look, and the timing of when the ball's going to be thrown. It happened one time where we weren't on time, but there was so many today where we did a great job, and that timing is coming together. Again, I can tell the guys worked their tails off this summer, all the positions, and we're focused on the quarterbacks right now. I love where we're at right now.
Coach Michael seems real comfortable with throwing those out routes and these long balls. How do you feel about his throws over the middle and such? Does he show the same amount of confidence there? Or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, those are, as long as we're not throwing it late over the middle, but when he's on time, he does a great job. His completion percentage is right where I'd like it to be at this point. He didn't take any reps team-wise this spring, so where he's at and the progression he has and the direction he's going, it's really exciting.
I mean, has it been tougher or different for him in terms of getting used to certain things because he wasn't able to do some of the really live stuff in the spring that you saw?
I think the biggest thing is just when there's a pressure check, a blitz check, or some of those, any check actually, he was never in that situation this spring, and so more of the mental part of it, because once he can just play ball, all those things take over, all those natural instincts. So it's more of the checking, and it's more of the communication with the offensive line. If he's changing something, he's got to let the receivers know. It's that process, that procedure that we have of going through a play call.
As you evaluate quarterbacks, what are like the 3 or 4 things that are most important to you?
Yeah, I mean, the fundamental things, okay, so, throwing the football, the arm talent, all that kind of stuff, but, in the end, it's does the team believe in you, and it's a matter of just doing it over and over and over again and being consistent, and I think, Peyton's got that work ethic, he's got that tough-minded mentality, and I think you're seeing Mike develop that, and Jack's the same way. I mean, they know that I'm loving them up, and I'm in their corner, and I'm fighting with them, locking arms with them. But also, there's gonna be times where I'm gonna try to put some pressure on them. Because when they're in a stadium with 100,000 fans, it's them, and I'm in the press box, and I can't be out there holding their hand, and so I try to put them in those adverse situations. And so, to me, that's a big part of what you look for in a quarterback: that moxie, just that feel. When the game's on the line, there's pressure, but belief in yourself that you can get it done. And just as you do that, the team's going to buy into you, and then that's when you have great teams, great defenses, a great quarterback play, and offensive line. Here we go.
Do you guys have a time frame kind of in mind as for how you want to make the decision or when, or you want to let it play out a little bit?
I mean, we got to let it play out a little bit. I don't want to stick to something and then not be able to hold to it and make a bad decision and things like that. So we're talking about it. To be honest with you, we wanted to let the first 5-6 practices happen here, kind of see where we're at. We track every throw. The quarterbacks see it all. We're communicating with them. We're not, it's not a secret. We're all in this together. And so right now, this is good. We got 6 practices under our belt, and so we can kind of evaluate where we're at, not just a quarterback, but all the other positions as well. And some guys have done a really nice job. And we've been very consistent as a whole offense.
Coach, do you talk a little bit about each day, and then sort of like let them know? Do you grade them each day and let them know, okay, here's how you did on Monday, here's how you did on Tuesday?
Yeah, they know the corrections, they know their completion percentages, all of that every single day. And then we do an evaluation for the full offense too. Turnovers, sacks, drops, explosive plays, all of that. So penalties. So,
Coach, can you talk about the overall offense at this point, where you see them at this juncture?
I tell you, if you'd have told me the practices that we had through 6 practices, I would have been ecstatic. I just feel like and I don't like to sugarcoat things, but I just feel like there's a mindset right now, and we're going this way. I told the guys after day 3, we've had 3 back-to-back practices. Of course, the first 2 with no pads, right? So there's not much, but day 3 we got out there, and I can tell that they put a lot of time in this summer, and that things were natural in running the offense, and there was a rhythm to us. And then I was like, can you do it day 4? And they came out and they brought the energy and the focus, and then executed. Now, it's not perfect. It's not perfect by any means, but there's a mindset that we can be really good, and they're going this direction. And when something adverse happens, we're responding and making a play the very next one. We're not crawling in a corner and feeling sorry for ourselves. And then practice 5, we came out here, and I like where I can just be honest with them. I don't feel the energy, but there's great focus. So let's just lift the energy a little bit, and this practice will be great. And yesterday we killed it. And then today, another very solid practice. So I'd rather be here, than be this. And I feel like that's what we've done. You want to step on the field and know what you got each and every day. And I feel like our guys have done that.
Stevie's stuff, his numbers from last season speak for themselves, but where is that overall ground game? And are there maybe some guys that you're looking at to say, when Stevie isn't in the game, we really need you to be able to step up and give us quality carries?
Yeah, that position group is really interesting. I mean, it's strong and it's very diverse. You got Cole Guess with the speed. You got Stevie, that's kind of a combination of both. You got Samson James, who came in yesterday and was phenomenal. With the physical aspect of it, and in between the tackles, and every guy has kind of had their time to shine. And Stevie's was today. I was really interested to see in a live setting. He had one guy to beat to finish, and he beat that guy. He didn't let him get him at the legs. It was right along the sideline, and it was really cool to see him finish that play. I was anxious to see, do we have a guy that can finish, or is he just going to get there and go down? We got to go play another play. And those explosive plays are big difference makers, because when you get inside that 10-yard line, it gets harder. So all those running backs have done a nice job. They all got a little something different. We're still evaluating that. There's a couple things done with each guy that I still don't really have a great feel. Who is really good at catching the ball out of the backfield, and things like that. But I like that position group a lot.
Who's been the most pleasant surprise on the offensive side for you?
I think, you're kind of working different up front. You knew what you got with Coy. He's been super solid, and Simon and the seniors, Hunter. I think Kreider and Caleb are way better than they were this spring. Okay, especially Caleb, because he's just a much different player. And Caleb up front on the offensive line, and then it's just it ain't surprising. It's just I've gotten a chance to see guys like Watt play. Because he didn't practice this spring. I've got a chance to see Cole play, so I've seen the tools they have. Cole, when he gets out in space, I don't know if there's anyone faster, and so using his speed, and it's been fun to see that. So the receiving core has been super solid. Yesterday, as a whole skill group, we didn't have one drop the entire day. The day before we had one, and that's I'm talking Skelly 7 on 7, 7 on 7 and team reps, and so that consistency we have throwing the football right now is really cool to see.
Miles Marshall actually didn't come down with a ball on this sideline, and then I think he got one the other. How encouraging is that to see a young guy come down with a play like that?
And Miles, we've been moving him around. This spring he was in the inside a little bit, and with just our personnel, we figured it'd be better to get him outside, and he's been a team player in that, and I think he can be super special as an outside receiver. And that was a big one for us. He competed. That's the biggest thing. Competed for the ball and found a way in a crunch time to make a play.
All right, thanks,
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.